200 square feet is a tiny footprint. But when thought through, the space can be planned out to be quite functional for your needs. There's a joy that comes with small living, and though it can be daunting to pare down your life to fit such a small physical space, it makes space for so much more. Nestled along a peaceful road in the Northern California countryside is this tiny cottage on a hill, the perfect cozy space to get away from the hustle and bustle of the city. This 220 square foot tiny home has a small footprint, but has more than all the essentials for a lovely trip if you're ever looking to take a little retreat for yourself or with a friend. A small path leads up to the tiny home, and a few steps brings you up to the front porch. Going into the tiny home, you're greeted by a generously sized open kitchen, featuring plenty of counter space and a full-size stovetop and oven. Instead of cabinets, this kitchen features open shelving, which holds just the essentials. Open shelving can be aesthetically pleasing when planned out, and also encourages you to pare down belongings to only what's needed. So there are just enough plates, bowls, and utensils for serving. And the hook system can come in handy for other kitchen tools. In addition, there's also a lovely custom-built spice rack on the side of the stove, making cooking easy as all the necessary spices, oil, and seasonings are at your disposal. Spice storage is not only functional, but visually pleasing to the eye here. On the other corner of the kitchen is a small cake stand used to create an intentional space for coffee, tea, and other treats, including some for the neighboring goats outside. Using a small stand such as this one is perfect for creating a small storage area for a collection of things that are used daily, whilst also generating some visual interest on a bare countertop. The bottom shelving boasts plenty of room for cooking equipment and can also be used as storage for dry ingredients and other items, as there is no pantry or other large closet spaces available in the home. Pots and pans, larger cutting boards, and other kitchen tools are stored below, and the use of a large straw basket also helps conceal items such as foil and parchment paper. Though there is no dishwasher, the sink in this tiny home's kitchen is generously sized and also holds a drying rack inside, which is a practical way to reduce surface clutter. It's a great way to keep drying dishes out of sight, which helps keep the small space looking organized, as every square inch in this tiny home counts. And in the final corner of the kitchen is a modestly sized fridge with a freezer. For fridges without any cabinetry above them, the top surface is perfect for storing other items such as lovely plants, adding a bit of greenery into the space. The main living area doesn't have any closets for clothing and other luggage, so packing simply definitely helps. The hooks next to the front double doors are great for hanging up jackets, keys, and bags. And there is also a small ledge running along the side of the wall underneath, which provides a small area to store some things as well. Otherwise, along the same wall is a small table for two, which is just the right size for a small meal. It's also the perfect surface for journaling, processing and thinking, and reading as the light streams in every morning through the large window, which presents a lovely view of the outdoors. Though there is traditionally a TV in front of a couch, opposite this table is a couch large enough to seat 2 individuals, which ends up being a lovely nook for reading and relaxing some more as well. It's the perfect cozy spot for bundling up with a book and a blanket on the colder days while you watch the view outside. Right next to the couch is a tall ladder, which requires some balance and caution to use. It leads up to the loft, which is a very cozy space containing a queen-sized bed and 2 small side tables and lighting to create a bedroom. If you're tall, it can feel a bit tight to be in a cozy loft space like this, but it's functional enough as a bedroom that is only used in the evenings, allowing for more square footage on the lower level of the tiny home to be used for daily activities. And the last portion of the tiny home is the bathroom, which lies at the end of the space. It's decently sized, thanks in part to the sliding barn doors, which are great for saving space in small homes. There's a shower on the right with plenty of space and storage for products on the shower door, and a deep sink with antique brass fittings, a charming touch to make the space feel unique. Otherwise, a simple hook system on the opposite side of the bathroom allows for storage for towels and other toiletries, as there isn't any cabinet space underneath the sink. It's simple and airy, but features small aesthetic details to give it that personal touch. Using vertical storage, taking intentional time to curate pieces, and simplifying your belongings can help maximize every square inch. This tiny home is a lovely example of that, leveraging solutions such as a lofted bedroom, smaller yet functional furniture pieces, and more. There's such a pull in our culture towards bigger being better, but when we think creatively, a small space can have plenty of potential. If you'd like to visit this tiny cottage, visit the link to the Airbnb listing below in the description box. Otherwise, subscribe for more videos on simple and sustainable living, and feel free to drop any questions or suggestions for future content below. Thanks so much for watching, and hope you're inspired by the details and intentionality behind this small but beautiful tiny cottage.